Hello and welcome to Cornwall. My name's Andy Paramore, this is Andy's Cornish Creations. In this video I'm going to be making a small square bowl out of a piece of maple. It's about 2 inches thick and about 6 inches by 6 inches. That's 150 by 150 millimeters. Here I've just found the centre. I've put a little punch mark in the centre and I'm drilling a hole ready for the fit it onto the worm screw on the lathe. There are the worm screws fitted into the chuck and I'm just screwing it into place. Locking up the head and turning it on. It's nice and tight. Yeah, I'm just marking out for the recess so that I can, this will be the bottom, so it'll fit onto the chuck after I've turned the bottom. Put a dovetail on there, but as it happens later on I do have to deepen this recess because after I flatten the bottom out and make it a little bit hollow, I don't quite get enough depth to the recess, so I have to just make it a bit deeper later on. There I've got a piece of formica just to burn a little feature into the bottom. Turn it at about 600 revs, and here I have my 1/2 inch bowl gouge. So I've got it flat there. I'm coming in from the wings there, hopefully, to try and stop it splitting the corners out. You've got to watch your fingers on those though, because you could wrap your knuckles a bit if you caught them on the points. Here I'm just going to hollowing out the bottom a little bit, just so it sits nicely on that outside edge. And because I did that, I need to deepen the recess. So I'll just redo that. couple of 3 feature rings. Just tidy it up a little bit. And on to sanding. I sanded from 80 grit down to 400, and on the little wings there I couldn't sand it by hand, so stopped it, and I couldn't sand it with the lathe turning, so I stopped it and did it with the drill. Here I'm using a bit of acrylic lacquer. Take the worm screw out and mount it the opposite way round. Bit of tailstock support, and just flatten off the top. I'm up to something like about 1,000 revs there. I didn't want to go right to the tips of the corners because I was worried that it might just break out. So I left those, and I can sand those by hand later on. Put a little mark where round about where I intend to. I got a little catch there. Yeah, a mark where I intend to take the bowl, take the hollowing out to. Just take out that catch. And I've gone to the carbide cutter now. Try and gauge where the bottom's going to be. I'm not too worried about keeping it too thin. But the carbide cutter is working really nicely with this maple. This is the first time actually I've used maple. It's not very accessible here in the UK. Again, I used sanded by hand on those wings because I can't do it with the lathe turning. And also I did the flat areas with the with the sander there. Here's some abrasive paste. I can only do the inside with the lathe running, and then I'll do the flat areas with the lathe turned off, and do it by hand. Take off the excess paste. I think at this stage I'd forgotten that I'd put lacquer on the bottom, so I'd finished up waxing the top, but it looks very similar anyway. It came up with a nice polish. took the speed up there to about something like about 1500 to get a bit of heat into the to sort of melt the wax. And just polish up the edges by hand. And that's it really. A nice simple one, this one. And there's not a lot of difference between the bottom and the top. Okay, so there we have it. A nice simple project. A bowl. A maple bowl. The dimensions, just over 6 inches, 15.5 centimetres square, and 2 inches deep, which is 50 millimetres deep. Kept it square, kept the edges nice and fine. I left the recess on the bottom. Just saves another job, keeps it nice and simple, and it sits nicely down with it slightly hollowed out. There you go, slightly hollowed out there, and yeah, nice simple finish, nothing fancy about it. So there we go, nice quick one. Bit of a dull day today in Cornwall, but the sun's just trying to peek out a bit, but it's getting into the afternoon now, and the sun will soon be gone again, but hey ho. So that's it from me, Andy Paramore. This is Andy's Cornish Creations, and thanks for watching. Please subscribe and give it that thumbs up. I nearly forgot, didn't I? Give it that thumbs up, subscribe, and please leave a comment, please, that'd be great. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.